Hello everybody. Welcome to more Silksong. We have Dog Cam.
Yeah, we have Dog. We have scammed him. He was a little pukey last night, so I'm not gonna give him another one of those dental chews. But he doesn't know that. It's fun to be over here, yeah. Oh.
You'll get plenty of pets, buddy.
Oh, yeah, buddy. Oh.
Well, we can't give you too many treats. We don't want you vomiting.
Oh, yeah. Oh, is that the spot? Is that the spot, Gergie? Oh.
Oh, you're so cute. You're such a cutie.
It's funny, on the camera you can't really even make out what parts of his face are his face.
Because it's just all fluff.
Yeah, it's just
He's
all,
also really tangled over here.
Yeah, I think that's part of it.
So
You want to show everybody your pretty eyes? You want to show everybody your
pretty eyes. Yeah. You're like a little emo dog. Oh, all to one side.
You an emo dog, Gergie? Oh. My Chemical Rover. Love to draw was saying in the
yeah. Hey, David Myers. I hear you and I see dog. Perfect. Gergie, don't get vomity now.
I'm sorry.
You didn't even get a treat and you're already vomiting.
I was scratching his neck, I guess.
Does that make him not vomiting?
I don't know.
You're
Maybe he's just vomiting in protest. He's like, I want treat.
Vomit in self-defense.
I want treat. You're not giving me treat because I'll vomit if I have treat. Well, I know how to
Hey, free
switch
comment,
this around.
and hey, Gabe the Gen. Welcome back, welcome back. Hope you're excited for more Silksong and more Doggo. He's so good. In preparation of treat, yeah. He's unfortunately going to be disappointed.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Gergie,
Give him
but
plenty of pets, though.
if you pukey wookie, it would be bad.
No, he'll get comfortable. There he goes.
You're such a good boy.
He smiled for the camera, and now he's gonna get comfortable.
Yeah.
Hey, pharmacist. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Alright, I guess I'll get into the actual game. I did a little bit of off-stream playing, but I didn't do anything that was of note. I didn't go to any bosses or anything like that. I just bought a new map, opened up the quote unquote train area so I can get place to place a little easier. That's about it. Oh, I got a shard of the mask. I also did that, but that was just sitting there. So it's fine. Let's see. I guess we'll go to Deep Docks. I think that's where I'm supposed to go. Hey, Calamity. What is up?
You know what'd be crazy? They had a boss fight on lava. And then you had to hop the whole time?
I mean, that's possible. Never say never.
Look at the thumbnail. Just Gergie.
Aw, he's leaving. He's had enough of us already.
Yeah.
I didn't even get mad.
False advertising. Gergie.
Oh, right. This is... I gotta remember to look at the map. Map is my friend. I could go down below as well. But I opened up this section, because now that I can dash, I could dash up there. Bad example. And that's what I did. Now you're all caught up. I didn't go this way yet, but here we go. Oh, hello. Is this a boss? How sad, little spider has fallen from its cage. So lost, so weak, poor little morsel.
Are you supposed to be a spider?
I am definitely not a spider.
pretty terrifying spider.
I'll just skewer you here and now, plucking that flickering life right out of you. Your threats are worthless, child. It's kind of weird transition to go from playing the silent character to playing a character that actually talks and has a character, you know?
Yeah, especially because they didn't decide to voice act it.
Well, she does have, like, a voice actor, but, you know, it's just, like, gibberish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just Simlish.
Yeah, right.
Ba-ba-da-ba.
Whereas originally, your character was just completely silent. If you were my foe, stay your voice and raise your blade. Wah!
So she's like a fencing character. I wonder where that comes from, the gazillion stabs. Or if that's just like, everyone looks at a rapier as like, you could totally do that.
Ooh, she got parried. Still in this. Oh, come on. I bounced off of her. Oh my god.
Just styling.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Is there enough time when she does that to heal? Man, you're like kicking the shit out of her.
I mean, it looks like I am.
You got knives? Oh, I thought you won that.
Yeah, you know, it's just how I'm animated. It makes it look like I'm always winning. Very deceptive. Oh, man. Alright, let's go back. Oh, you know, I probably could have rested somewhere.
So you don't
instead
have...
of having to do this. My apologies, guys.
So you don't have arms, right?
I have arms. They're underneath the cloak.
Okay. Because I saw the thing lift, but I didn't really see an arm. But I guess your legs are really...
Just underneath the cloak.
Well, I see... Like the... Yeah, but I actually don't think I see actual arms. I saw the cloak lift, but I didn't really see...
You can see them.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
There's one frame where I can see them, yeah.
I guess I can rest over here, but God, it's such a long elevator down. Like, look at this.
Hopefully y'all are doing good tonight. Yeah, doing pretty alright.
Feeling good. And I can go out. Can I not go out this way? No, I can't go out that way. That is the closest elevator to this fight, so...
Now, what do you think about a game where if you die to the boss, like in order to beat the boss, you have to beat the boss the majority of times you fought the boss? Because I would really enjoy that. It would make me feel more accomplished beating the boss. Not like I got lucky once. It would be like, no, I solidly understand this boss. And I wouldn't be upset losing multiple times on the boss, because then it's like... Because then it would be like, I get to make up for that by beating him still like a large majority of the.
It's okay. I got to go out while throwing a dagger at her. That was fun. What?
That's an IRL rage mechanism for some people. Lamau would watch. Yeah, I mean, me personally, I'm always like a bit conflicted with bosses because like I don't want to beat them on the first try because I think that's like some try hard shit. If you actually beat a boss on the first try, it's like, well, I mean, if you can't load, right, then it's like, oh, like if it's Dark Souls or something where they're auto saving all the time. So you can't like replay the boss. Then you're missing out on all these like animations and like you're really missing the flavor of the boss. And like people spend a long time on these things, you know, and they're kind of telling a story. They're characterizing the boss through the boss fight. If it's a boss fight that I really hate, I try harder to just win immediately. She should have to hit you with her sword. This is so silly. Do you get spool if you throw stuff at her?
I don't think I do.
Oh, she like clanged off of your thing.
Yes, I saw that. Yeah.
Could you have like spammed another dive attack to clang off her clang?
No, you can't do that. It's supposed to make her special that she can do that. I don't have a parry move.
Okay, and then I guess you learn it after you kill her. Hey, free
it's
comment.
possible.
A best of 3, 3 out of 5 match with a boss would be interesting. Yeah, it would be kind of like a fighting game. Someone is doing a top 10 list of Dreamcast games. And I never played the Dreamcast, but they mentioned like Soul Calibur was on it, and I was thinking like, wow, it's kind of wild that that was like that generation of consoles. A lot of like arcade games were on the Dreamcast. It's like a shockingly powerful console. It was just like twice as expensive as like the next option or something like that. Depends on the boss. Alright, so like the worst case scenario would be the Karen in Witcher 2. Right? If you had to beat that guy 3 out of 5, it'd be like, or a majority of the time. I can see so many, because I must have died on that guy like, I don't know, like 30 plus times. And then I did beat him like 4 or 5 times because I loaded. I wanted to like do it cleaner and cleaner. I wanted to like perfect my...
Well.
When you get a parry move, that attack is going to be just like, oh, free clang?
Free clang. Alright. Well. I have a feeling the boss is supposed to be a little tough.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, I think this was the one that John was saying is probably going to be a repeating boss that comes back. She has like a whole character and stuff.
That would make sense.
At first I thought the train guy was going to be a repeating boss, but he's a train, so...
Yeah, he turned into a train. You ever just turn into a train?
You ever get beat so bad you're a train? So your character's name is Silk?
I'm Hornet.
Oh, you're a Hornet. Okay. Do you think you're actually supposed to be a Hornet?
It's possible. I mean, I am named Hornet, so...
And then in Hollow Knight, like your character is... Does your character have a name? It's like the...
I believe the character is a stag.
Oh, like a stag beetle. So they can pick up stuff that's heavy, even though they're small. But they are themselves gigantic bugs, so it's still... We should get Bloodborne. You would...
well, we can't. It's not on...
No, you can emulate it.
Yeah, sure, okay.
Yeah, you can emulate it at like 60 FPS now. They've really perfected it. And you naturally respond with violence when you're hit. So in Bloodborne you heal.
So I would be very, very
good. Yeah,
yeah.
That reflex actually causes you to heal more health if you attack quicker after you get attacked.
Is that just like the reason why like I didn't have a problem at all with Dark Souls 3? What was it, Sister Fruity?
No, you just discovered that while she seems scary, you can beat the shit out of her.
It was very funny watching Johnny Massacre fight her. He had like the exact reaction that you thought I was gonna have, so it was pretty satisfying.
Did we stream that, or was that just you kicking?
We streamed that.
Really?
Yeah, I kicked the shit out of her live.
I remember you got to like phase fucking 3 on your first attempt.
I did, yeah.
And then you were complaining
I
about the
was like
boss.
really I wasn't complaining. I was just
I know.
joking because you were like so shy.
But it was like you died on like phase 3, and then I was like, and you made some kind of complaint. I was like, listen, shut up. You're the only person who's gotten to phase 3 on your first try.
Yeah. She didn't have that much health left either.
No, you almost.
Yeah, I almost first tried her.
And it was just because you were so aggressive. You just like...
Yeah, I bullied her with the big sword. She couldn't do anything about it.
Because I think most people's reaction to like, I don't know this boss's patterns, I better be careful. Your thought is like, I don't know this boss's patterns, so
I better hit her harder.
I'm just gonna... It's like, well, I don't know if I'm supposed to be attacking or not. I'm gonna attack.
Well, it's also like she gets slightly stunned after you hit her with the big sword, so it would just stop her in her tracks.
Yeah.
And she's supposed to be like super dodgy girl.
Yeah.
Ain't dodging no more.
Which is why you would beat the shit out of her with a gigantic sword. It's just the perfect...
Yeah, it was perfect.
What Adam was describing could be accomplished in other ways. The boss could have a one-shot attack that could only be parried, perfect dodge, and the boss could go through all those mechanics. Like, like artificial difficulty where, like, there's no way of beating it unless you've died to it, and then you, like, learn it. Like, the no way of beating it on your first attempt. So it's not, like... The thing causing you to die multiple times is just the various things you've got to learn on your checklist rather than like... That's a weird thing with like games, you sort of have to learn the timing, but like I wish there was like a more organic way of playing where like you just kind of know the timing of your own moves and then you can kind of see the thing coming in and then have all
I thought I could dodge past attacks. As it turns out, no, you cannot do that.
Yeah.
Now we know.
Because different animations will have to be different speeds to like make stuff look like unique and stuff. But I wish there was just some way that you could accurately gauge the sort of speed of a thing coming at your character and just know your character's speed and know that like this is the timing without ever having seen the move before. And then that way you could have like a random number generator running on the enemy, so each attack has a different timing, so that you're not memorizing a timing, you're like actually improving your like a different kind of skill. But people will like complain in their rage compilations like the timing changes in phase 2. That's bullshit. And it's like, there shouldn't be a timing, man. Like the game should be in such a way that there is no memorizing anything. You should have to like master some kind of like sixth sense, like parry god ability.
Yeah, I don't like the whole touching this boss.
Yeah.
Still hurts you thing.
Yeah. That's like my least favorite mechanic in these sorts of games. Because also, you're like a similar build. Like, it sort of made sense in...
Ow! I touched her head. That's,
her,
yeah, that's
her head
not
is the
fair.
least threatening. Like, touch the top of your head, and I can see it. But, like, she's got this, like, soft little mushroom top.
Yeah, it's very... It feels like that shouldn't be a mechanic in this type of game, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, the first game you're playing this very, very small, like, pathetic guy. And so it sort of makes some kind of sense. But now...
I'm playing a girl boss.
Yeah, well, you're fighting someone of the same build as you. Like, I can understand if you're, like, this tiny little, like, guy, and then you touch this giant monster. It sort of makes sense that he would just, like, slam you. And so... But she can't do anything to you. Like... Realistically, if you grabbed her wrist, you could just, like, grapple her to the ground and start punching her in the face, right? Like, she also has the, like, the duelist pants. I didn't notice that. If you ever take, like longsword lessons or something, or even, fencing, they wear pants like that. It's, like, really baggy around their thighs.
Come on. Jumping when I decided to jump. Copycat.
It's
Why
weird.
can't I push her off?
Kind of should be able to. How about that be the finisher? You like wrap her up in the silk and you throw your harpoon someplace and she gets yanked off the edge. Just like, no. Or you throw your needle into like some hanging thing and then she turns into like a punching bag and you just do a big kick combo on her. Finish Metal Gear Rising before playing Trashborn. Have you played Bloodborne? Metal Gear Rising encourages you to press the attack constantly and Zendatsu the enemies to get your health back. It seems so weirdly, like, simple, you know? Like, the light attack is also the parry, and it's just like... I don't know. It seemed, like, weirdly hard and then weirdly easy at the same time, like... I don't know, like maybe like checkers or something where like the rules are really simple but it's like really easy.
What do you want me to do here? Is this just like a grinding boss? I feel like I'm not, like even in my best runs I haven't gotten her down very low.
It's hard to tell.
I mean, I guess you get her to the stage where she starts doing the bubble thing. I guess that's supposed to be the second phase, but it's just not very visually apparent that this is supposed to be the second phase, or... I mean, I guess it is.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be, but...
Yeah, she goes like, ha 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 ha, and then like activates her bubble phase.
It seems like such a waste that they still have the 2D platformer touch mechanic when it comes to bosses like these. Because of, you know, you have these moments where the boss is supposed to be like dizzy and it's like, oh yeah, go over and beat them up, but they can still hurt you just by touching them. And it just feels like it doesn't work at all. It never really did, but... I guess it's just one of those things where they're like, haha, get good. You know? Yeah. Maybe we can do something else.
Artificial difficulty isn't a term here. Artificial difficulty is extra health or damage. I don't know. I've always heard artificial difficulty described as like not real difficulty. So like
I can do something else.
If the boss like instantly kills you with an attack you've never seen before,
I can go down here.
that you're like not able to avoid without having already seen it, you didn't die because it was difficult.
Oh, no, I can't.
You died because there's like a puzzle that you need to be like introduced to the concepts of. So, yeah, keep beating him up. You were doing good.
But my hand are starting to hurt.
Okay.
So I'm like, maybe I should take a break and do something else.
You want me to give a crack at it?
Instead of hurting myself. Do you want to take a crack at the boss?
It looked kind of fun.
Yeah, sure.
I'd give it a shot.
Get yourself familiar with the controls.
Oh, I saw a lever wanted to hit.
Yeah.
Okay, and then...
Know which buttons do what first. So that's your heal. Yeah, that's alright.
Okay.
If you wanted to use the dagger things, it's like right bumper and up, which is super confusing.
I don't want to spend your resources.
I'm never going to use them.
Oh,
It's just such an awkward control to use. I don't like using them, but if you wanted to do that, you could.
No double jump.
Yeah, no double jump, but you got the dash, and you can dash in the air.
I can. Oh, fuck, I didn't know what the dash button was.
It's the right trigger.
So where do I go?
Go down the elevators. Left.
Oh, the dash changes everything.
Yep. Now, all the way down,
What if there's stuff?
There's no stuff. I have destroyed everything. Don't let that hit you, please. Okay. Careful of the lava. Perfect comedic timing. Yeah. The extra flip animation that they add really does make her seem cool.
Okay.
Alright, you don't have to kill yourself. You can just... Well, there goes all my experience.
What?
Thanks a lot.
What? I didn't know that.
What do you mean? You saw me play. You saw me picking up the experience every single time I went to the boss fight. Oh, God. Everyone point and laugh at Adam. You see, that little cocoon is the experience.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, it's only, but it was the red beads, right?
Yeah.
Can't you just pick up more of those?
I mean, yeah. You can pick up more experience. That doesn't mean that it's not valuable.
Am I allowed to beat her if I can beat her? Ooh.
Yeah, sure, if you want. I'm okay with it. I mean,
How do I do that?
B. B is heal. Yeah, they won't let you push her off, but she can push you off.
Oh. Oh. Trick me.
Maybe you don't have enough to do. Very close. Very close. Oh, you got her. Nice work.
Yeah. Well, you showed me all the patterns, so.
The key was to be even more aggressive.
It's just like a fun dance.
Yeah.
That was a really fun boss. That was like. Yeah, thank you for letting me play that. It was just like.
Something about hitting the trigger, I like feel it in my pinky. It's really weird.
Makes me so concerned.
Well, I guess I do have a fucked up pinky.
Yeah, you kind of do.
But that's why I was having issues.
But yeah, anyway, having the boss have like too much health is a bad way of doing difficulty, but it's still like difficulty. That I would call that shitty difficulty, not artificial. Like that is actually harder if they have more health. But
No map for this area.
unless it like, and like their damage, the damage of the enemy could be artificial if it's so high that if they choose a certain move at a certain time, like there's no.
Okay. I don't think I can make that. But I will try again. Aha!
Okay, so played Dark Souls and Bloodborne on Twitch, only to absolutely drag FromSoft for making the games the way they do. Okay. Just, like you just, the whole time you're playing, you're just complaining.
I've never trusted you.
It's a real shame because games like Dark Souls and Bloodborne have cool aesthetics, but their gameplay, the thing you do, sucks. Yeah. Yeah. I always thought, like there's so many games that make Dark Souls more complicated. Like, they just take the very basic, very slow, like, combat of Dark Souls, and then they just sort of add a few elements, and then people are like, wow, this is revolutionary. And kind of in reality, it's just like... But he is a dive kick, too. Yeah. So what did the boss give you?
Nothing.
It's weird that you have the up attack, but you don't have the down attack.
Well, up attack is kind of like you need it when you're gonna make a bunch of flying enemies. I keep on holding it down, thinking that it's gonna be like Hollow Knight, but no, once you press it, it just goes.
Yeah. Wait, can you like break the ceiling there? It's all glowy.
Oh, well, this is glowy too.
Yeah, but like, see that?
Oh, yeah, that's that is a thing. This thing explodes.
Okay.
Sometimes they'll put like a puzzle where you can explode part of the wall or something with that, but that was not the case here.
But you kill those guys with that. Another ceiling explodey thing.
Yeah.
they despawning and like full healing when they burrow?
They better not be full healing. Ran out of things.
So you got your big stab thing.
Well, I won't, because I gotta go heal.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It uses the same meter, so.
Yeah. It'll be cool when you get to a stage where you have enough free generated spool that you can just always use the stab thing in the beginning of a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when you're actually watching someone play Dark Souls, if you haven't played the game, it just kind of looks stupid. Like it'll just be this guy with that doesn't know how to use a sword, who's like dressed up in fucked up armor, and then he's swinging these really like weird he's like, whoa. It's so not lethal looking. Like it doesn't look dangerous. You can skewer them both.
Oh, I can't do the 10 attack on him. He's got a helmet.
That seems really annoying.
Yeah.
He seems way worse than the boss. By the way, he seems way more difficult than that boss. That boss was just all sorts of fun moments to attack her, and that guy is just you need to upgrade your stats. He's just the guy to let you know you should level up.
I mean, I don't think this actually does have a proper level up system or anything.
I mean the weapon upgrade.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that yet.
Yeah. I think you need to donate enough stuff to fix the town. How'd you know it was going to be down there?
I didn't. Alright, Math Girl should be over here.
I really like how Bloodborne looks, and I really like the concept behind the combat.
See, you would think this would be some sort of wind thing, but no. Where's Map Girl?
Bloodborne, it's funny, because, Metal Gear Rising just seems so, baby simple. Because the mechanics are just, the attack button is also the parry, and it's
She's over here. There she is.
the dogfight was kind of hard.
Oh, all my experience is gone. Now I can't buy map.
How?
It's alright.
I'll grind for you.
I got one of these down here.
I'm sorry. I'll grind back your 19 rosaries.
Now I have map. Alrighty. So down we go.
I watched someone play Bloodborne, and it was so boring.
Really?
Because I was like, yo, the weapons have the different modes. You should do that or whatever. He's like, oh, really? And then he, like, messes around with it for, like, 3 seconds. So there's, like, so for example, there's a cane, which is called, like,
looks cool.
the threaded cane. That does look cool. In before, runaway on lava, like, boss fight, like, Star Fox.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
So there's, like, the threaded cane or whatever, where, like, it's a cane, but then it breaks into, like, an ivy sword, and you can, like, whip with it. And there's like, an axe that extends into a long axe, which is kind of the dumbest one, to be honest. And there's the Kirk hammer that everyone, like, seems to like, which is, like, a sword in the stone. But then,
Oh, what the fuck?
man, that guy sucks.
What's with all the flying enemies?
All the regular enemies seem so much harder than the bosses. They're just like balanced by having less health. As
They don't really have that much less health, honestly.
So is it possible to go that way?
It is.
It just
It's
sucks.
just, so you don't ledge grab automatically. You have to time it
Oh.
to press A again to ledge
Really?
grab. Yeah, otherwise you'll just slide off.
Oh, okay.
So it's a little bit confusing.
So it's like the wall grab, but with ledges now?
So that's how you do it. And if you don't, oh, I guess it does work. Sometimes it just doesn't work. Never mind.
Okay.
I thought I was doing something wrong. As it turns out, it was just the game.
Anyway, so every single time he killed somebody, like, he was just using the fully charged power attack with the halberd mode of the axe. And I was like, damn, that sucks. This is so boring. Like, he would just do a little bit of positioning and, like, walk away and then walk back and then full charge. Swing, swing. And it's just like, he's like, yeah, but nothing's better than that. And it's like, if this game wasn't hard, it would look pretty to watch. Like, it's the fact that it's hard that people feel like they have to do the optimal thing all the time, and they can't have any fun. But it would be, like, so much more enjoyable to watch to see, like, the... like, because you can, like, swing, swing, and then it gets long, and you, like, go for a cool, like... And so the combos change as you're toggling between the two modes, like, with the threaded cane to the whip, and, the Kirk hammer is like a sword and a stone. You could swing the stone on the sword as a hammer, or you could draw the sword from the stone to, like, slice with it. So you have, like, fast, heavy, like, I don't know. I mean, that one, I guess, isn't super fluid, but, like, it's a cool way of doing combat to have, like, these, like, two modes of your weapon. Especially if they actually, like, did a real Ivy sword. That would be... I mean, there's... Kind of the second mode of the Ivy Sword is the cool version of the sword, because, like, there isn't a lot you can do with a short sword that's super exciting. But if you had a sword that was like a segmented, like, Ivy Sword, but it was like a long sword, you could have some pretty cool, like, moves and then switch to whip and, like... I don't know. But, like, that game is, like, whether or not it's cool to watch is very dependent on, like, the player. I guess that's with, like, all the Dark Souls games, though. Because there are people who are like, I never use weapon arts because they don't work as well as whatever. And then Elden Ring, they're like, we have to get people to use the weapon arts because they look cool. And then people are like, I only use weapon arts and never regular attack because it is optimal. It's like, this also looks retarded. Someone just stomping over and over again to get the ice thing to kill the boss, and it's like, wow, man. An accomplishment, you did it. It looked stupid. So, like, on the, like, inverse of that, I guess, like, Metal Gear Rising Revengeance is, like, relatively, like, simple looking. Or it's very, like, extravagant looking, but it's the mechanics are probably just about as simple.
I thought I was far enough away. I was not.
Maybe simpler, because it's like most of it is on one button. There's like in Dark Souls, I guess you have the left trigger to parry or something. But like,
Oh, come on.
you thought that was hard? Wait until you see the later bosses in Rising. I mean, it's not that it was like too hard to beat. It was just, it felt like cheating to win, if that makes sense. Because it's just like, because the attack button is also just parry, so it's like, you know, if you don't parry, you're also just attacking. I mean, and I guess that's cool or something. I don't know. It was, maybe if I got used to it, it would be more, it'd feel more like normal, but felt like I was like cheating, you know? Like I felt like I should be pressing a dedicated button to parry or something. Not that I don't enjoy Nightmare and Soul Calibur. I love his attacks that are also parries, but those are on purpose. Like, it's not... I'm not... sometimes you get lucky with those attacks, but it's also like, I kind of feel when my enemy is gonna go for a hit, and I'm like, oh, I should use those, like, you know, the parry attack, because I'll probably get attacked about now, and if the timing just happens to be right, you know? Parry is by tapping the left stick toward the attack? Really? I thought it was X and the stick. Gravity, gamer's worst enemy, time immemorial.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah, I mean, at least in, like, Dark Souls games or whatever. So confused by that guy's presence now that you can't clang off when they get higher.
I think it's just an obstruction.
Yeah. Just a very annoying one.
Your spiky thing, don't hit spiky thing. Oh.
Golden Sun. Great RPG from the Game Boy Advance. Again, I say you guys haven't really explored all that Metal Rising has to offer. Have you even acquired a secondary weapon yet? Also, the parry is forward towards the enemy's level yet. Not optimal, but deliberate. We picked up like an RPG, if that counts. I don't know how to shoot it, but first time I played it, I shot an RPG, but
Come on. So annoying. You never trust a ledge grab in any games. Because 9 times out of 10, it's fucking wonky like this.
Mario 64, they're pretty on point. Oh, there you go.
Ah, it's an ambush.
Stupid enemy.
You're stupid and you should feel stupid. Give me your rosaries. You don't need prayers where you're going. Because it's hell.
God.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I was trying to look up.
ledge grab for once were incredible. So is that like a destroyed bench?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. I think I just went around in a circle.
You'd know better than me. I'm completely lost.
I'm fucking lost, man. Either that or this game is fucking with me. Yeah.
Not a ranged weapon. The pole arm is the first secondary weapon you acquire. You get it from Mistral when you beat her.
It doesn't help that some of the enemies will respawn even if you haven't rested. So it does make it a little bit harder to tell where you've been and where you haven't been.
It's funny, we don't have the vernacular to really describe all of the things that I don't like about video games. Like, there's people that are like, they don't care about the mechanics, they just want it to look cool. And so they play like, I don't know, some
Sonic.
Yeah, like the new Sonic game or something where it's just like, you know, like quick time events that are really easy or something like that, or
Yanara.
Another mini quest. This seems like an evil quest. I don't know. It seems a little bit evil.
What does she want?
She wanted me to cut some spines and bring them back to her. It has like the evil symbol on it though, so I don't know about that. I don't know if that affects the ending or whatever, if you like pick good quests versus evil quests. But I don't.
She was offering to make you more buoyant.
Yeah.
So does that mean like you get a double jump if you do that?
Well, there's a little bit of swimming in this game. I don't know if she was talking about that. I shouldn't have rested there. I don't think I can go back. Not unless I figure out what this is. Oh, I think there's something up there. Ugh.
I remember you managed to soft lock yourself in Hollow Knight.
Yeah. I was the first one to get soft locked in Hollow Knight. Fun fact, guys. They didn't think it was possible, but I proved them wrong.
So anyway, there's people that prioritize what looks cool over like actual gameplay, and then there's people that prioritize gameplay over story and like things looking cool. And I think that's the most degenerate you could be, is like, but the numbers go up.
Oh, is it like those little air vent things? I can fly them if I become more buoyant? Is that the idea?
Oh, maybe.
I should just be able to fly them anyway, though. Like,
That's not...
I'm a fucking bug.
Buoyancy relates to water, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's why it confused me.
Okay. Yeah.
But that might be what they mean, is like, I don't know, swimming through air or something.
Watching this is making me want to play the first Hollow Knight. It looks like a game I'd enjoy. Yeah. You would. There's, we never beat part of it. There's like a platforming section that's fucking impossible.
Never got the good ending, because we didn't do the ending platforming section.
Yeah,
Right, so this
like...
is all blocked off. I can't go that way.
So maybe you have to do what she says.
Why would they give me the option then? That doesn't make any sense.
Could always look it up if you want.
Well, it seems strange to ask yes or no for something that is required.
Just to give you the illusion of choice to make you feel more engaged.
Yeah, I don't like that. Never did. I could probably get over there if it wasn't for this guy.
Or you could just kill him, right? Oh.
Okay.
Neat.
Well, maybe I couldn't get over there. I don't know. Feeling less confident. Oh, ooh, yep, very less confident.
Damn. Started the higher ledge?
Well, I don't know if I can. That's way too far.
You sure?
I don't have a long jump. I can't like run jump or anything.
With the dash, maybe?
No.
Because you have more height.
The dash immediately will like make you slow walk once you come out of it.
Okay. Gameplay is the most important thing. If that sucks, then a great story is irrelevant. Who wants to play a janky, poorly designed game? All of it, just blah blah blah.
I don't know.
Retarded. Sorry. It's just like so there's like
There we go.
gameplay is important, but it's not. And yeah, I'm biased as a writer, but like people will come away from a game like that like Dragon Age Veilguard or whatever, where everything is like fucking gay and retarded, and you play as like some fucking troon, and they come away from that game and they're like, oh, but the gameplay wasn't bad, and it's like, yeah, but like you're polluting your brain, like you're just filling your fucking soul with cancer.
But like I have also played like kind of bad games that just also have a decent story, and even if I don't enjoy the game itself or the gameplay itself, you can always walk away appreciating what it was more because the writing was good.
Yeah. And it's not like I don't think gameplay is important, but I don't know. People are like kind of like again. I don't have
the fuck game. What was the point of going over there then?
Yeah.
What's the point of going over there? It
Yeah.
just drops me right back down.
Yeah, fair enough. But like, anyway, people are kind of like this. I don't have a vocabulary for it, but like people are kind of like gooners for gameplay, in a way, where they're like they get super obsessed with like the gameplay, and then they're like, yeah, I mean, yeah, I got raped by a bear, but you know the gameplay was pretty good. And it's like, bro, you need some balance. And I do understand the argument. It's like, well, go read a book or go watch a movie or something. It's like, yeah, that's true. Like a game isn't necessarily the primary point of a game is to play the game, right? It's a gameplay.
Heroes dies no matter what. What? What is he talking about? Okay.
Final Fantasy VII.
Oh.
Eric.
Spoilers.
Yeah. Well, I mean. My initial reaction, I mean, come on, Phoenix Downs exist.
What do I do?
Yeah.
I don't even know what flexile spines are.
There are a few games that are exception, but I just mean in general, yeah. Yeah, I mean, if the gameplay is so fucking bad, you'd rather just watch the story on YouTube. It doesn't really make for a great game. But at the same time, people are like kind of locked in this mentality of like gameplay being super important because they're still traumatized over like Call of Duty or something, where like the gameplay was like stupid or whatever it is. But like, I don't know.
Oh man. Yeah, I think you're right. I think this game just straight up gives you no other choice to leave here unless you do the mini quest.
Yeah.
That's kind of lame. I don't like that. What if I don't want to do the mini quest? Ever think about that game? Apparently you didn't. You shouldn't have even put a yes or no in the thingy-majiggy. Oh, I gotta go down and then around because they don't know how to design shit.
But I was in that like that Discord devoted to like making like based game jams and stuff, and they were highlighting various games and
Alright, I'll do your stupid mini quest. Fucking
and
lame as fuck.
someone was talking about how they wanted to run the game highlights, and they were like, if they give us a game trailer that doesn't have any gameplay, then I'm just not gonna show it, cause like, or we just shouldn't show it, cause like, it's like, nah, man, you have to show a trailer with gameplay, and it's like,
So how do I collect spine cords?
and they're like, even if they send us a trailer and they say to put that on the background, I'm just not gonna do it, and I'm gonna just like open the game and start playing it in the background and just show gameplay, cause that's the most important thing. And it's like, I don't know, like, at some point that was like a common opinion, but or like people are still like traumatized from an age where they were just making like trailer bait games or whatever. But like, if the game, if a big part of the game is the narrative, is like the story, then, and they want to show you a trailer that shows off the characters in the story, they're the one making the trailer, right? Like, they're the one making the game. Like, you don't know their game. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's just, it's like, and I explained that. I was like, well, that's, you're saying that, like, everyone has to make a game that cater to your specific tastes. Like, there are, like, story-based games where the point of the game is, like...
Hokers? I don't know. In the far fields... What are hokers? Show me a picture! I don't understand!
Sorry, you didn't
Game.
memorize the bestiary of this game?
Hokers. Let's see what the fuck they are. Hokers are flying green, ball-like enemies.
Oh, okay. The guys with the spikes that shoot them out at you. Remember, you hit them and they shoot all the spikes out?
Yeah.
I think that's what they want you to do.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. It's like...
I'm proud to say I've never played any Call of Duty games at all. That doesn't even... Not...
There. Did that collect any spines? No, I didn't collect any of them.
Did you kill them?
I killed it, yeah.
What about the spines on the ground?
Oh, I have to hit them? I have to fucking hit them to pick them up?
I'm sorry.
Just like real life. You have to hit things to pick them up, Adam. You have to punch them. And only then can you grab them.
Anyway, you want me to carry you to bed?
It's just so stupid.
Is that a different spike pattern than before? You're talking about an extreme. If the whole game is a training simulator, then obviously you want to avoid it. However, if it's hard to get to every single story beat, then it's a bad game. Yeah, I mean that is true. But what I'm talking about is balance. Like people who, I don't really have a vocabulary word for it to really like describe it. But there's people who will excuse any amount of like horror in the story because the gameplay is like slightly good, and it's like.
Or because the graphics are really good. It's like...
Yeah, like either...
That's another big thing.
Either is really stupid, or someone's like, oh, but it looks pretty, and it's like... Yeah, but like...
It's the best thing
the
ever.
people who made the
It's
game
pretty.
hate you. And, like, it's very obvious. Like, the whole game is just degrading you. And And like, oh, you still got it. Still collected it. Yeah, and it's just like I feel like people don't. And the only reason it's like annoying is because I'm in this like this Discord that's supposed to be like based games, and they don't get it at all. Like they just don't understand like why it's bad to consume media that's like
Trying to convince them to be trans.
yeah.
Yeah.
That whole Discord was such a like black pill because they all just don't get it. Like there was so much of that where I was like, I was asking for a recommendation of like a certain kind of game that's like based or something, right? And they're like, you don't want to know how the sausage is made. And it's like, yeah, I fucking do. That's why I'm here, bitch. Like, what are you talking about? They're like, oh, every game is like, oh, like gay and retarded. And it's like, well, no. Why is anyone here? Why is anyone here in this Discord if they don't like have a commitment to changing that or understand why it's valuable to be like be experiencing stories and games made by people that don't want to fucking kill me. Like, I don't want to play a game made by people...
Oh, God damn it! I didn't hit them fast enough.
Like, I don't want to play a game written by someone who is, like, clapping like a seal that...
What the fuck?
Oh, the wind!
But it doesn't take me up!
Well, that's why you gotta get the spines.
Oh,
So they can make you more buoyant like that.
I would like to file a complaint. Oh,
You should have jumped up and hit it.
I can't.
Oh, right. You can only dive kick.
Uh,
You're too cool to pick that up, it looks like.
yeah, I'm too cool. Too cool for school. Get out of my way!
I was wondering
Why does this respawn every time? I don't get it.
I was wondering what the point of those enemies was, but then you explained it. It's to do that to you.
I guess the way that they figure it is, well, you'll need more silk, so we should keep the enemies respawning, so that you can always like just exit screen and enter screen, so that you can farm them for more silk whenever you need it. But it's fucking annoying. And it also takes away the one pleasure that I have with these types of things, which is just clearing an area. I cannot do that now. Not with these games. But it's fine. It's fine. Who needs pleasure? Not me.
Crying worked.
It's a good thing I tried that out. It's so tedious. I can't believe that they made you do this. I can't believe that this was a not optional quest. This seems like some Nernroot shit.
Yeah.
Which I am totally fine with doing when it's optional.
Wish updated. You're done.
Yeah, I guess so. It's been 74 years. Can't wait for her to be like, alright, now I need 25 more of them. It's like, excuse me, bitch.
Yeah, the Call of Duty statement confuses me so much. I'm so confused by that like sentiment. Are you younger? Well, how old are you? Because if you recognized it was trash many years ago, I don't know why I had many in there. Then you would be referring to like the old World War II games, and like, not that more World War II slop is really what we need.
Hold A in air. Thank you for this new update. No, new move that allows me to move in the air for just this one section of the game. I really needed this. Thank you. Thank you very much.
But also, like, you were never over like a friend's house and they were like, "Yo, bro, let's play some COD," and you're just like, "Whatever, man." It seems like because it was such a like ubiquitous game. Like, I was kind of always of the opinion that they sucked, but like I was there when the first Modern Warfare came out, and I played it just like I don't know.
Oh.
This is so goofy.
I thought I had to be on the wind, but I can just glide. Interesting. Okay, so that does change things. That is a real Princess Peach ability they just gave me.
Yeah.
But
Oh, he
here we
doesn't
go.
like it.
You don't like my flying? What's wrong, huh?
Maybe like
What's wrong?
Maybe you're a villain now. That's
Ah!
why. Oh, he just smashed the platform.
This is one hell of a way to get a tutorial, I gotta tell you.
Can you like hurt him well?
Not as far as I can see.
What about his head? What about his like nuts? His
Well, I
thorax.
can't attack while I'm floating.
Just attack on the ground. Can you jump up to his head and swack it? His arms?
I don't know. I just don't know, man.
Oh, that ledge grab. Clutch. Call of Duty is like such an old franchise. I mean,
yeah, I don't know what they wanted me to do. They really didn't make it clear at all.
yeah. I mean, I guess I played it because my dad was like a World War II boomer, and so he would get all like the Medal of Honors and stuff.
It's the worst. I'll never get out of this section.
Trapped here forever.
Yeah, really.
Oh, what's that up there?
I don't know. I can't reach it.
Interdestined. A lot of people talk about.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was wondering if there was a secret up there because you went pretty
Yeah.
high into the ceiling, but then you went back down, so I was like, I guess not.
So what is this? Oh, okay. So that'll give me.
Just for the boss, I guess.
Yeah, but I don't know what I'm doing with the boss. They haven't showed me what it wants me to do.
Hmm.
I know how to dodge the attacks, but how do I attack him? I guess I should look it up. What is this boss called?
Did it have a name? I didn't even see.
It should always be at the bottom.
I don't play games where I know the devs hate me. I don't play Veilguard, Forspoken, or any of that garbage. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good principle to hold to. It's just like
Chorus.
it's frustrating to see people sort of. Well, it was frustrating to see people kind of forget how fucked up these people are, and like how much you don't want them to be in control of the your entertainment. But it seems like everyone has just remembered recently that they are all horrible.
Yeah, okay, this has a gimmick. You have to do something very specific.
Give you a great example. In Bayonetta, the story really takes a backseat to the gameplay. Nothing in the story even remotely like Bellegarde. The game doesn't hate me, yeah. Yeah, you know, I have not played Bayonetta.
Stun him before he destroys all the platform. Get aggressive, jump up to smack his face. I can't even reach his face. How do I do that?
It seems like you can.
No, I was jumping up and hitting up, like hitting upward towards his face, and I wasn't reaching.
I'll hit his face. I'll do it. I can jump higher.
I don't get it.
But yeah, also to Gabe's point, why would I get the game? The trailer would tell me that. Yeah, like if they want to market the game to you as a game that is more focused on the narrative, they're going to show you some cutscenes. And narrative does make you want to play the game, right? Like, I know, like Dark Souls has affected games in many negative ways. Like, people have this weird perception that they're like, well, if the game's story is so obtuse that I can't understand anything, and I have to go watch a YouTube video
Oh, this is fourth course. Was I looking at the right one?
If the story is so obtuse I can't understand it, I need to watch YouTube videos, then it's a good story. And it's like, kind of no. And so people will use like Dark Souls as an example of a good story. Yeah, you did it, Face.
Well, it wasn't working before.
Just missed.
Sometimes I'm high enough and sometimes I'm not.
Like, the gameplay can become more fun if it has, if there's some narrative behind it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's so stupid.
Oh, come on. Give me a break.
It looks so dumb, I hate that animation. Damn, there's not a lot of room.
Ah! I didn't even see him do it!
I saw him do it, but there was not a lot of time to get out of there.
Oh!
I didn't think that would count. His
Brutal.
thumb caught you.
He just has like a generally wide cone.
Yeah, like Dark Souls has made so many games come out with like super basic combat, and has made a lot of games come out with like no fucking story. It's just running havoc on video games. Back in the day, people were really upset about Call of Duty because it's pretty brain dead, and it doesn't really require a lot of skill, at least for like the multiplayer. It's just kind of, if you see a guy, you can go murder him, and he can't do anything about it because everyone's health is too low. And so most of the gameplay is like, in theory, like putting yourself into a good position. But like, since so much of the gameplay has no counterplay, it's not really much of a game. Like, it's not much of a multiplayer game. Because like, if someone decides to like sit in a corner and then shoot your ankles as you run past, that's not really, you're not really playing with anyone else. You're just kind of, please give me experience points. You're like a experience point crack addict who's like never played an RPG before, and you're like, I've got to get these experience points. How will anyone know I'm cool if I don't have a golden AK? It's like just the downfall of society. Everyone's like this deranged, like, microtransaction crack addict. And then the argument people would make where they're like, oh, well, it's a tactic used in real war, and it's like, not really. Real war isn't really a free-for-all between 10 strangers who are constantly coming back to life. And then in that war, you don't, like, just sit in the corner of a room with a SMG crouching and wait for, like, several people to run past and shoot their ankles.
Real war. Just camp. That's how you win real wars, right? Thank you.
I would get a lot of kills in multiplayer.
I mean, this kind of just feels easier than walking all the way back.
No, I see your point. I would get a lot of kills by shooting through the wall with the heavy machine gun, and people would be mad, and it's like, well, don't sit in the same spot all the time in the corner and then be mad when someone shoots you through the wall.
Holding A, there is no other option.
And then it's like, and then you get like a level up, right? And it just feels sarcastic. It's like, how am I getting experience for this? Like, I just know which corner to shoot because there's going to be someone sitting in the corner. I'm just like a parasite feeding out a parasite. Like, I'm getting experience. I mean, I guess I'm experienced. I don't know if that's a skill.
thing that's bothering me the most about this fight is just how many times I jump and hit and it just doesn't reach.
Yeah. Hey, Mossad Network. Miss Dannphan, this is so cool. Mr. Adam, this is so cool. Very lava spooter. It looks hard. Also in Real War. Also in a Real War, and a stationary target is the first thing to go bye-bye. Yeah. Multiplayer has skill. Get the nuke kill streak. Yeah. I didn't own the second one. Yeah. Maybe look into games that have a good mix of both story and gameplay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean
That's what we're saying.
That's the thing. Is like, but I was just running into it's like I was just encountering people on this like Discord that's supposed to be like more based or whatever, and
they're like story don't matter.
And yeah, they don't get it. They don't understand they don't understand how bad it is for them to just like, you know, see that shit every day. And I'd have conversations with people, and then they'd say some like black-pilled shit, and then I'm like, you think that because you pollute your brain every day, and they're like, what do you? I don't pollute my brain. And it's like, you just said story doesn't matter, and like you played Veilguard because the gameplay was decent, and it's like. Then you turn around from playing Veilguard and you tell me that like the West has fallen, there's no hope. And it's like, yeah, I mean that's your brain on tranny semen. Stop drinking. Stop drinking right now.
So annoying.
But there's, I don't know, it's the reason it's frustrating because you could do yourself so much good by just like just consuming like good media. Like, I don't know, I've been listening to the Lord of the Rings on audiobook, and it's like just there's something so invigorating about it. Just like, I don't know. Although I do think Tolkien is a bit of a pussy. Like, he's like talking about
He's
sparing...
a sympathetic, nice man.
Yeah, he's like talking about sparing Grima Wormtongue, and it's like, no, kill him. Obviously kill him. This like, this mercy, like, mercy to the guilty is cruelty to the innocent. And it's cruel to let Wormtongue live. Obviously cruel. He's like obviously a villain. He nice. Damn. Brutalizing him.
I mean, I don't know how close I am to actually getting to the end
There's
of
so
this
much
thing.
damage though.
It's so fucking hard to reach his motherfucker's face sometimes.
Yeah, you really
He's
need
like
this.
just in that like soft spot.
Oh man, you're doing so much damage. Whoa.
It's so irritating because like sometimes he will hit a spot and I'll be jumping out of the way, but they just like whatever referee designed the game, they're just like, nah, not far away enough. You need to be like 1,000,000 miles away from this dude's hand for us to count that as away.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I like that quote. Reminds me of a certain Ukrainian woman on a train. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't listen to a lot of doomerism when it comes to video games. The The thing that like bad story will do to you is make you feel like certain concepts are ubiquitous, and the more you saturate yourself in it, the more hopeless you become. So if you're playing, for example, Dragon Age Veilguard, where everyone's a troon, and the whole game is like, I don't know, like defeating the fucking fantasy Nazis or something, then it's going to make you more hopeless. And I know that because someone who sunk like 100 hours into that game was completely hopeless about everything in life. And it's just like the media you consume, like it does pollute your brain, like if it's bad, right? And it'll invigorate you and motivate you if it's good, you know? It's good to have like good stuff in your brain, and that's really obvious, but like I feel like people forget that. But that's why Gabe is so lucky. He hasn't seen Lord of the Rings yet. If I ever played Veilguard, I'd kick my own ass. It's called conditioning, not the... Yeah. And yes, not hair conditioner. But, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Doomerism is pretty
I don't know,
bad.
did I post that quote in the Discord? Yeah, I did, right? The black pill.
Yeah, Sam Hyde had a funny
Yeah.
quote about black pill.
That's so funny. He's like, we are fighting for the future of our people, of mankind, and I think it behooves us to be optimistic. The black pill is for faggots.
Yeah.
And don't be that.
Yeah, don't be that. There you go.
Yeah. Such a fucking...
He delivered that message in the most Sam Hyde way ever.
That's the highlight of that video. Honestly, it's an hour long, and I think it could be cut down very short to just the beginning where he goes, "This is you. This is your sister, your mother, your wife, but this is you," and like that part, and then the black pill.
I kind of feel the same about the Dear Elon video, where like you could have cut out like the entire end of it, where he's just answering phone calls and whatnot.
I think but I think it's important that he has that phone call section, not because of the content, but because there's people out there that just need
to be heard.
Yeah, they need to be heard. They need to express themselves a little bit, and if he can play enough points of view that are similar to enough people that want to call in and don't, people will feel like they're not alone, and it'll make them feel like they have people by their side that they can hold the line with.
Sure.
So, video is more functional than it is quality, right? Like the function of the video, it's more practical than it is. I don't know.
I get what you mean. Yeah. Yeah, you know, this game is pretty good, but my hand is hurty and
do you want me to do it? Or do you want to end? Yeah.
Tired, so
I guess it's late.
End the stream.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Maybe just like winding down. Ugh. Do you have any white pill stories you'd like to share with the chat?
We can get people fired now. That's cool. We
Cancel culture swung back. Who could have predicted this would happen, even though people have been telling them that for years, that like once it swings one way, it'll swing the other.
The thing, I reject that hypothesis,
Sure.
however. There is no pendulum.
Well, they're the ones complaining about cancel culture. That's the funny part.
Yeah. There is no pendulum. People shouldn't think about politics as something swinging back and forth that will always go back and forth in equal measure. The fact that the left is fucking insane shows normal people that they're fucking insane. Like you have to work so momentously hard and spend so much money to pervert society so that it it feels like having children is bad. Like, you have to really fuck up women. You can't even convince women to be feminist without destroying the economy intentionally and drugging them like crazy. The amount of chemicals you need to put through a woman's brain to make her like a left-wing freak is insane. The fact we have so many is such an indictment on how much those drugs have been peddled. But in order to make the pendulum, right, move to the left, you need to fund massive media campaigns. You have to control every media outlet in the whole country. You need
Big
to
pharma.
you need to control the drugs. You need to control all medicine. You need to control all of entertainment, like out of Hollywood. You need to control all like video game. Like you need so much money and so much
they had
power.
so much time to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then you need to spend 100 years doing it.
It was basically 100 years of just like slowly creeping in.
Yeah, it's literally a century. Yeah, they spent a century on this plan, and in a couple months, it's all come crumbling down. Like they went far enough that it just started getting shut down. Now it's all going away. They're all failing, and all it took was just people being like
fed up.
Yeah, it's just people being told what's going on, and then like a little bit of freedom of information. All of a sudden, there's all these executive orders. There's like USAID got like snapped in half. Everyone's crying. Or they're not getting their kickbacks and money and whatever. And it's like
crying on behalf of someone who wants their destruction. Too.
Yeah,
That's the
and it's
craziest part.
I'm not saying that we've won and everything's over. Like, no. There's a lot of fighting to do. But how fast is it, like, just going into the dirt compared to how long it took to get this bad? It's obvious that the natural state of the world is not some weird, like, degenerate freak show. It takes... And also, the last time we've had a political movement like this that was fucked up like this was literally in prehistory. It's the Bronze Age. We don't have written records of what happened. There is a story in mythology, in all like Western mythologies. The one that I know is the Titanomachy, and that's a story of Kronos and Gaia and the old gods being destroyed in favor of Zeus and Hades and Poseidon and all those people. That happened because there was a nomadic group called the Aryans, broadly talked about as that. They had different names and stuff. They started in, like, I don't know, somewhere in Europe they started. Then they went all across the world and came back. And they came back with a Skyfather religion. And then they encountered in Europe Earth Mother cults. So that was these weird polycules in these big houses called longhouses. And they would... the society would run on shame and all sorts of weird stuff and whatever. And they came in and they were like, no more polycules, this stuff is gay and retarded, no more fat women. Also, it was a cult dedicated to fat women, right? That would, like, control everything. And so they came in and they were like big jack gigachads drinking milk, and they were like, no more long houses, this is like just a den of degeneracy. So they literally demolished them and made people build their own houses so everyone lives in their own, everyone's family lives in their own house, and there's no more like weird degenerate polycules. And the story of that happening, where they were going through and forcing people to live as and like liberating people from these like fucked up weird cults, is captured in many mythologies, many different stories. But the one that everyone has, the one that is the most complete, that we understand the most, because there's one in Norse mythology, or Germanic Norse mythology, but the one that we understand the most is Titanomachy, which is the story of it happening in Greek mythology. Anyway, so that's how long ago it has been since we've had this problem before. This has happened before, but it's so ancient. Like, we don't even have the complete story, right? Because it's so long ago. It's such an ancient story. So it takes thousands and thousands of years to start the process, and then it takes 100 years from there to get here. And then in order to do it, you also need to already control massive amounts of money and influence over like every facet of society. And then after they do that, it still fails, right? With all the power in the world, they can't do it. It's failing now. We're winning. So anyway, take solace in that.
That's your White Pill story for tonight. Anyway, sorry I've been extremely tired through pretty much every single Silksong stream. It's just unfortunate timing to play a game that requires reflexes and intellect in any regard, but that's fine. I'm still enjoying the game, so we'll play more of it sometime, and I will see you guys again. I hope to see you guys again sometime soon for more Silksong. Alright, good night everybody. Adam, you want to say good night?
Yeah, good night, guys. I was just catching up on reading chat.
Sorry. Good night everybody.